just going to run through a few of the design features of the FGP litter bin. So the FGP litter is a general outdoor bin, but can be used in the interiors too. The non-marking polyethylene base makes it pretty good for interiors, so it's not going to scuff or mark up any terrazzo floors. Some of the features from it, obviously with this unit, the hinging lid is a key feature of its design. Hinging lid allows for easy removal of the liner. A couple of things to note about the lid. There's no lock on it, so anyone can come and lift it up. So that might make it more suited to kind of more high traffic areas. The other thing too is it has these soft plastic feet on the bottom of the support, so that when you drop it, it doesn't create a banging noise. You'll also note that there's a couple of little nipples that come out and they locate into a hole, so that the thing is quite solid when it comes down. The liner is 65 litres in capacity, and it's rotomolded from polyethylene. Polyethylene, from a bin liner point of view, means that it's chemical and UV resistant. Other features, obviously the timber battens that make up a good part of the body. We have these varying widths that happen underneath every support, so they align with those quite neatly. So a nice little feature there, as well as just the shape of the bin. It's got this neat kind of lobe shape, three kind of pointed lobe. On the materials, the lid and the upper sill are die-cast aluminium. The finish on them is they're sandblasted and then satin clear anodised. The reason that we choose die casting gives us a highly accurate production of very intricate aluminium forms. So you'll notice that this has a very elegant form that's got nice sharp detail on it. Die casting allows us to achieve that. The reason that we choose anodising provides great corrosion resistance to aluminium, which is already quite corrosion resistant. It also gives us hardening of the surface, so aluminium is quite a soft metal, so the anodising helps with that. The other thing too is it gives a better graffiti resistance. Very difficult for the inks to penetrate the anodised surface, so much easier to clean up. And then we've got the other thing is a very uniform high-end finish, which is achieved by the combination of that sandblasting and anodising. Other materials, the base and the liner, as I mentioned before, are rotomolded black polyethylene. There's no finish on them, it's just as it comes out of the mould. So the interior lining of the mould determines what the finish is, i.e. whether it's got a texture or not. Polyethylene is UV stable, so it won't go brittle. It's very durable and impact resistant, so you're not going to have these things fracturing or splitting or anything like that. And as you mentioned before, it's non-marking, which is helpful for the base. The battens, they're always hardwood. Our standard is mixed reds, as with most of the products in the B&G range. But obviously we can use alternative hardwoods such as black butt, spotted gum, other ones that the client might want to use. Ironbark could be used too. Why do we choose mixed reds? Mixed reds are used because of their high density and great durability. They have a tight and interlocking grain, which means that they're not going to splinter easily and perform well in the outdoors. And they provide all of this at a really good price point, so they represent really good value for money for an outdoor suitable timber. The finish on these is our standard finish, which is 3 coats of penetrating UV oil. We use Sikkens Cetol HLSE, which is a good quality water-based decking oil. Readily available from Bunnings, and it's easily applied, so quite suitable for ongoing maintenance. Which is required for timber. So after 3 months we advise that they give it a light sand and then a coat of oil, and then after that every 6 months you'll need to do another coat of oil. One thing to note, vertical surfaces need less maintenance than horizontal surfaces. Main reason for this is that the vertical surfaces don't hold onto water and debris and things like a horizontal surface would. Installation of these, you can have these freestanding, so just placed on the ground, or you can fix them. The fixing is just a regular surface fix. So in the base of these, you've got a single fixing point at which you can mount these. You can either dynabolt them or Chemset anchor, whatever your contractor chooses. We don't supply the anchors, it's up to them. But basically you just take a bolt or a thread with a washer, and it just goes through there and pops out, and that's where we anchor it from. There's a little bit of play in there so that they can fine tune it before they finish up. For freestanding, the base is hollow, and so it can be filled through here with either sand or concrete to give it a bit of ballast. We supply a little cap there that can be placed over that just to seal it when you're done.